Hello guys, we'll be doing isometric drawing from a question paper 2010 November. Question 3. Given the front view, top view and the left view of a channel drilling jig with cutting plane AA, the position of the point B on the drawing sheet. Instructions: convert these orthographic views of the channel drilling jig into a scale 1:1 sectional isometric drawing on cutting plane AA. Make corner B the lowest point of the drawing. Everything will be above this corner B. Corner B is the lowest point. And then show all necessary circle and other construction. No hidden is required. No hidden detail is required. Now, basically what we will do, we'll start from this point that we have been given, which is point B. Here is our point B in this case. And then what we have now, it's a 3D drawing. Let's first get to the three most important dimensions, especially for us, those that are starters, have not been drawing too much. This might help you if you get all these three important dimensions first. One, the first, the second, and the third. In our 3D drawing, this will be the third dimension. Now, from what we have here, our height is 85. So as you can see, our height is 85. Use a simple ruler to measure 85. Our height is 85. There is 85. 1T we do have, and then this length is 140. I measure 140. 140. Length 140. Somewhere it's here, not somewhere it's there. 140. The other side, this side is that side there, which is 80. It says 80. So guys, remember these are the three important dimensions. Once we have these dimensions, you know everything that you have will fall within the borders of this, within the perimeters of these dimensions. It will be in this box. Nothing will protrude beyond this box. This is what we are creating. It's like a package box, which means all our drawings to see. Our drawing will be everything that we will draw here will be in everything we draw here will be in this box. Will be put inside this box. Here is our isometric box. Now the center on this side is 40. It's 40. There is 40. Very faintly I take this 40 upwards to the center, very faintly, and I take it across very faintly. I'm now trying to establish my cutting plane, which means the whole of this portion will be removed. So from here we have 30, 30, 50, 30. Halfway line between this 50 here. It is the center, it is where the cutting plane will pass as it moves over there. Let's locate that. Let's put these dimensions. These are important dimensions, 30, so forth. It will be 30, sorry, there's my 30, 30, 50, 30, right? I want to mark those ones. I enjoy starting it from the top but you can start anywhere, but I prefer to start at the top so that I'm sure what is it that I can see from this side, go and move downwards and so on. But it depends from one drawing to another. From this 50, 25 is half of it. That's where we get to the center of this 50. There is 50. Here is our 25. And that 25 there, it leads us to the cutting plane. Doing this very faintly, guys, so that what I'm trying to explain here, why I'm doing this, I'm not saying you must do this boldly. No, don't do it boldly. But I'm doing it boldly so that just for purpose of learning, our cutting plane is going to go like this, that up to there. This will be our cutting. The whole of this portion will be removed. Now, let's shoot. Coming to this part, I'll start with the part that is at the back here, this part. Here is its top view. Remember, first third angle. Second paper is third angle. We have top, we have the right, we have the front, we have the left. So these are the views that have been given. Left, front, top, left, front, top, third angle. This is the top view. So this height, 85, it ends up on top of this square and also this hexagon. Now, this occupies the maximum height. So let's go. We will have, if we look at it from here, since it is 80, from the left it says it's 70, which means it leaves 5, 5. That will be 70. So let's do that quickly. This 50, we move away 5 millimeters and 5 millimeters. Let's complete. We'll have you don't want to mix solid lines until you are sure of what you are drawing. So on the other side, we know there is nothing that has been removed on that side. I might as well just complete it with a solid drawing. Even this side at the back. Remember, my cutting plane is moving right here. Where is my cutting plane? It moves here. So which means here, okay, I might as well join here because everything ends there. Join there. There we are. And then it may come back, but remember we have also this is one component. They are not components joined together. It's not an assembly, it's just one component. So as you see here, we have your hexagon. So my hexagon will automatically join here, and the hexagon also has the very same height. There it is. It has got the very same height. So which means it will be this 50 units. So let's do that. 50 units. The square and the hexagon. Now look at this. I'm going 50 units downwards. All these corners will go 50 units downwards. 50. And then, yeah, let me measure my 50 units. 50 units for my hexagon. There we are. There is my 50 units. It's there. So I'm quite sure that my hexagon, I can complete my square. I can complete it. Yeah. Here is my square. direction. Remember the square will go that side, and remember up to where it has been cut. Here is my square, it's there, and then before I go any further, like I told you earlier, you don't have to, if you are not sure with the line, don't make it solid, because now I've just realized this line doesn't go all the way downwards, so I'll have to remove. It doesn't look tight once we have done that. But now finish off with this top part. Now let me do this hexagon. It moves 30 units towards the left. From here, there is that 30 units for my hexagon. And then the hexagon also occupies the same center as my square. Now here is my 30 units from here to there. That will be the center of my hexagon. That will be the top part of my hexagon, because it has the very same height. Now, since that is my center, I'll just draw it as a center line. Sometimes you don't want to have many lines, because once you have many lines, you have a lot of rain going down there, you won't see clearly. Sometimes I prefer to remove some of the lines, because they sometimes confuse me. They tell us that this height is 50 of the hexagon. It's 50. I will measure 50. 50 will go up until here. That is 50 of the hexagon. My hexagon will be like that. So I would like to create half of this 50. Half of this 50 for the hexagon. Half of it is 25. 25 is here. There is 25. Hey, this line might disturb me. I'll deal with it later. Now I want to have this so that I see clearly where I can focus to what I am doing right now. We forget about other things, as long as you like the right line. Now I want to draw my hexagon here, but now firstly, before you draw the hexagon, you need to do a auxiliary drawing of the hexagon. So for my auxiliary drawing of the hexagon, I'll find the space somewhere there. Long shot. When you do center line, long shot. And then I'm drawing auxiliary. Auxiliary means helping, a view that is going to help me. It's going to help me draw what my hexagon isometrically. Now they told me that this distance is 50. So if it is 50 is 25. 50 is 25. 25. There is 50, 25. I might as well just draw very faintly, construct a circle, and then we know these sides, these flats of the hexagon, these flats here, they are tangential to this circle of mine there. Draw them tangentially, so you know it's 50 units. Now I'm completing my hexagon. 60 degrees set square, you know how to draw a hexagon. Tangentially, I put these lines, tangent. Lines that touches the circle. Already here is my hexagon. There is my hexagon. I've drawn. I'm not sure whether it's on the screen. This was 25. 25. There is 25. 25. I drew a circle. And then tangentially, I put those lines. A line that touches the circle. There was one. The other one there with my T-square. and then with my 60 degrees I made this 60 degree. I made that one, and that one. So here is my hexagon. Then I've completed the box where my hexagon fits. Here is the box for my hexagon. You will see how it will help me, as this view is a view that must help me when transferring this hexagon isometrically. Now guys, from the top, see this is 25. There it is, we've transferred 25, and then from the side, here is this distance. You see now, I extended this to the outside of the box, there and there. So here is our center. We have that part there and there. We don't worry about the rest of the things. And then you complete your box. I'm going to go through with you very slowly, but you don't want to do that when you write your exam. You don't have time. You must complete this at least maximum 40 minutes. Now here is an isometric box that represents this hexagon. Now I'm transferring that hexagon to the other side. Let's see now. When I transfer the hexagon, here is this first part of the hexagon. Look at this part, this length. It's equal to that one on the other side. There we transfer it both ways, one. But I don't like to put it on this side because I know from this center the whole of this part has been cut. It is not there. I will do that also at the bottom, but I don't like doing this side because it's not there. I will do it on the other side. And then let's complete our hexagon. Remember, others will wonder, from my box, from my isometric box here, the cutting plane was moving here, right there. There is my cutting plane. As I move 30 millimeters backwards, I'm still there at the top, at the highest point, 30 millimeters, I get to the center of my hexagon, constructed my hexagon. So I'm completing the hexagon. This is the center. Anything that is on this side has been cut up until there. Still wait. This is the part that I've marked there and there. That one I cannot see it has been cut. Just for your interest sake, if the hexagon was complete, we would have done this, but I'm just going to do it faintly for you so that you know where I am coming from. This will be the top part of the hexagon, this will be the bottom part of the hexagon. Now then you join. It will look a little bit out of shape because it is drawn isometrically. So there we are. And then we know that this part will go up to here. This is the length of the hexagon, which is 30 units. But because it is one component with the square, it will go right through up to there. And then on this side, the hexagon goes 30 units up to there. Then I complete here. You know, want to see a line that is there, just complete it there and then so that you are confident. Boost your confidence. There are marks now. Already you have accumulated a lot of good marks here. Now we come to the bottom part, this baseline, this base. We have 40 to the center from the left. We have 40 units to the center. There is our 40 units to the center. So it has been cut right up to the 40 units there. The other side has been cut. Now the height of that is 15. Measure that 15. 15. Where is my 15? Where is my 15? And then you complete here. Complete there. 15. It's 15 also, it goes to the other side. It's 15. But here I'm sure it ends there. I am sure here finishing line, in my line it will end there. And then let's see how from the back here, from this side here, bottom, it will, we want now to get this distance. This distance, it will be a half. It will be a half of 50, which is 25 plus 30, which is 55. 30 plus 25 is 55. So from the back, we will measure 55. We will measure 55 from the back. We will measure 55. There is our 55. It will end there from the back. Our cutting plane will be at 55. We might as well complete that. You see these marks, because this paper has been folded, you see these dirty marks here. They are caused by your set square that have not been cleaned. You need to have a cloth, clean your set square all the time, so that to prevent all these marks that are unnecessary. Remember, HET, everything is supposed to be very neat and clean, guys. Don't forget that. Now it will end up there, and then since it has been cut, it will go back very faintly. Just take it very faintly, don't know where it will end. And then even this side, it has been cut here. Look at how nicely these lines line up. They line up nicely. This part here right through, it lines up very nicely. And that one, you just take it to the other side so that you are able to see there's a web here. And then this web, this is a web, and half of it has been cut. Half of it has been cut. We are left with this half. It is 10 millimeters, so there is 5 that will go on the other side, which is 5. There is my 5. 5. The other 5 has been cut. It's part of the section that has been cut. And then from the center also there you have, it will be 5. Remember, this line is not isometrically drawn, so you may just as well use your set square and join it. This is for the web that has been cut. It's there, and that one, it will go there. Then you are definitely sure that you will have this line of yours this side. All these lines that I'm drawing, they almost all of them constitute half a mark in the final exam. So I'm busy accumulating marks. We know this one will go right at the back there, it will go there, right at the back, it will go up that direction. Now we want to draw now the circle. There's a circle that is here. There's this circle that is here, which is 25 millimeter diameter, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. So we'll make it an isometric circle, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. And then this is what we're going to do. Grade 10 work. You cannot dodge or run away from the work that you were supposed to do last year or year before last. It catches up with you now. This is grade 10. It's amazing how many grade 12s cannot draw an isometric circle. I am marking it. It's not a square. I'm just marking the dimensions. 12, 12, 12, 12. Then I create a box, an isometric box. It is an isometric circle. Now there are some lines that might disturb me. I don't like to have many lines. I can't see in the rain. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. There's no rain. I can see. Here is the line that I'm trying to do this side and that side. I'm concentrating on that. I forget about the rest of everything that is on my drawing now. I'm concentrating now on making this isometric circle. So I'm doing this isometric box of 12 millimeters each side. 12, 12, 12, 12. There we are. And then if it is on the left hand side, you start here. If it's on the right hand side, you start there. Now since this is on the left hand side, our circle would from there to the center. Refer to grade 10 textbook on how to draw an isometric circle. And then from the opposite end, you move to the center. Opposite end, you move to the center. Very faintly. And then one difficult thing to do is to draw arcs of small radii. Like this one, draw arc. It takes practice, a lot of practice to draw small arcs. Even myself, in most cases, I struggle. I cannot draw it on that side. Because this half is the half that has been cut. I will just focus on completing it this side there. That side to put it there, it will be an arc. There is my half. It's an arc. Half of an arc is an incomplete circle. Right. Isometrically, that will go that direction. That will go that direction. And where? Yeah. There, because it has been cut there, it will also take that direction. Right. Remember, okay. From the center of this 50, this is 50. Center of 50 is 25. So, and this is a square. So I'll make 25, 25. Right? Here is my circle, center. I'll make this is my 50. It's 25. Would be my center. And on the other side, I'll make 25. It was supposed to be 50. 50 was there. There is 50. There is my 25 there. Right. This will be my center a little bit. I'll make it a center, a small center for my little box. And then this one in the middle, what is its dimension? It's 25. Look, it is in line with that. It's 25 also. So it's 12 enough, 12 enough, 12 enough. From that center, I'll make 12 and a half. 12 and a half. I'll do it here from my compass. 12 and a half. That is 12 and a half. Half and a half. I can't go on because it has been cut up until here. But this one I am sure of, this side. That has not been cut. The half of it has been cut. The rest has not. There we are. Where do I want to complete that? I will go up until there. I will go up until there. Now, from that side, I have my 12 and a half here. From here also I must get my 12 and a half. The last 12 and a half, I've already marked it on my compass. There is my 12 and a half. That is there. That is my 12 and a half. And then it corresponds with this one. So 1, 2, and then it turns back here. It is there. There it is. You'll find it here. That other 12 and a half. Before we go any further with what we are doing here is now let's look at the circle. We've done our circle here, and the circle goes, this circle, it goes deeper by 30 millimeters. So this part goes deeper by 30 millimeters. Look at what I'm doing. I've done this circle from here. I've made this arc there from here. So I must move isometrically. Draw a very faint line here. Very faint line, because I'm manipulating the system. Because this has been, it's 30, I've drawn this, and then backwards it goes the length of 30 millimeters. I will measure 30 from here. I'll measure 30 from here, and my 30 will be here. There is my 30. I was here, I did that. Now I'm moving backwards 30 millimeters, and then from that line I draw that. It's there. There we are with it. Now let's continue drawing what is left. We know the base from here, it will go all the way, because everything has been removed there, and then it will go all the way from, even from this side, we will go all the way up to there. And now there is a web. Okay, we'll take that line. There are lines that will, once you see it there, this line, it goes the whole length right through up to the back. There, that line, it will go into. Now, there's one thing that I must also bring to your attention. Okay, let's start with this web. This web, half of it has been cut. We are left with, no, okay, can you see it? This web, half of it has been cut it's gone. This left hand side is gone. We're left with this one on the right hand side, which is 5 millimeters. Now let's put that one. There it is. It's 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. And then it's not an isometric line. Then you join. This is your web. This is your web. And then there's a story about the web. Now this web has been cut longitudinally. You cut it longitudinally. If you cut the web longitudinally, then you don't section the web, because half of it is gone. So longitudinally, I don't section it. Even on this side, this web is moving towards the right. So along it longitudinally, I cut it. So I don't section the web because I have cut it longitudinally. Even this side is moving towards my left, and I've cut towards the left. It will not be sectioned. The only part that can be sectioned is this part, which is the part that has also been cut. But remember, as I am cutting this web, there's a story about this that needs us to understand it. As we cut along, as we go that side, we also cut half of that web across. We cut half of this web across the 5 millimeters. We cut it across. That protrudes to this side. On that end, as we were cutting this one, we cut also this one, half of it, which is 5 millimeters. So we'll measure that 5 millimeters there. That 5 millimeters is for the web that has been cut this side. This is the height of the web. This is the height of this web. It has been cut across, not longitudinally, at this point there. And also this one, as you were coming from that end, you cut half of it. We have cut it here. This 5 millimeters, as we were moving with 5 millimeters, we've cut 5 millimeters of it here. So you measure that 5 millimeter. Think about it. It's not an easy thing to think of, but it will be like this. There is the 5 millimeter of the web that has been cut, and we don't section the web. This part of the web will not be sectioned, but this part will be sectioned because it's not the web. Web is this part. It will not be sectioned. This part of the web will not be sectioned. Now, this one will go right, it will move to that side. And now we're just completing. We're just completing our drawing. And remember, to complete this square, here is this hole there. Here is another half of it will be on this side. It's 12 and a half. Here is another 12 and a half there. Okay. That will go that side. We will have this going to that side over there. Alright, as we complete this block, there is this portion here that that has not been completed to make this 25, 50. 25, 50, it will go over there. This is your 25 and then 50. So 125, another 25 on that side. Where is this other 25? 12,5. No, it's this side. It's not 25. 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, another 12 and a half. It's somewhere here. It's 12 and a half. It's between here. So that will take us up to here. And then this part will not be, because it's one component, this part, let us remove this. This is what we have ultimately. Now let's see what we are going to section now. I repeat, I'm taking you through slowly. I repeat, this is the part that has been cut. This part has been cut, this part, right through from that end. As you were cutting towards your right, you cut here, there was a hole here, you couldn't cut, and then you cut part of the square. The square was cut as we were moving there, you cut up to here, you cut the 5 millimeters thickness of this web, 5 millimeter thickness there, you cut it. You also cut this part. Even the web has been cut, but you were moving along, you're moving along with this web, so you cannot section here on the web. Let's do the sectioning of this side as our saw was moving towards that side. I might as well complete this by doing that. Where are we then? There. Now 45 degrees a square. Make sure that your sectional lines are not too big or too close to one another, but make them to be evenly placed. They must be even. The spacing between, it must almost be even. Let me check. Okay, this one is cut, it's extended also up to here, there, and that one also there. Going the right now. Let's go with it. Have this part here, 1, 2, 3. Have 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Hey, wait, am I sectioning the web right now? No, I'm not supposed to section the web. Hello, I told you the web, we're moving along with it, so we don't section the web. No, it's a no zone. This is where we section, right there. Go up to here. There. So I've got some lines that try to distract me. And then now when you section on the other side, to make sure you don't the direction of the sectional lines, it changes, because now shows that you're moving on a different direction. Now we were sectioning from one side. That line of mine, I don't like it, but nevertheless it's there. Won't waste time. 1, 2, Voila, almost done. Make sure that you have your instruments. You use your instruments. You might do this faster than I am doing it. Yeah, with you, I expect you to do it fast. Actually, for you to be able to draw isometric drawing, you must practice and practice and practice. You must at least, for you to be ready for your final exam, you must at least have drawn at grade 12 level. Grade 12, you must have drawn at least 8, minimum of 8. Maybe in your school they want you to draw 6, but 8, it will make you improve in your speed and in seeing the drawing. Some of these things sometimes are difficult to explain. You have to visualize them and see them. But if you are not trained on doing that, what trains you is practice, 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 practice. When you are tired with your maths and whatever, accounting, you practice this HGT. I'm not sure. I think I've done it. I'm trying to check whether is there any line that I did not show, but it looks okay. It looks okay to me. This is the end. This is an isometric drawing. Question 3, paper 2. It's always there. Every question 3, paper 2, isometric drawing. Thank you guys. See you on the next video. Cheers.